Hello everyone, how are you? This is a video about geocaching. In case some of you don't know, geocaching was a thing I used to do when I worked at Berg Save Easy. My one of the people working there, my friend Trevor, he introduced me to geocaching and all the cool. No, actually not Trevor. Who was that? Oh, I forget his name. It's been so long. Sorry there. Um, yeah, but he introduced me to geocaching. Oh, he loved playing guitar. He was a musician too. He introduced me to geocaching. We went on a few together. It was a fun time. He introduced me to it. Basically, geocaching is you find stuff anywheres. You go on a website, you type in like say where you live at, and there are a whole bunch of these things that pop up on the screen, and these are found geocaching locations. And there's coordinates, so you can punch in a GPS to take you where it's going. But we didn't do the GPS. Like we literally read the clues and decipher the words. Like there'd be words unscrambled. Scrambled up. We had to unscramble the words to find out the clues, and then we'll go to that location and find the item. Like to us, that was more exciting to do than just typing in the GPS coordinates. And basically, what it is, you find stuff and you come up with a nickname. Mine was Zigzag. I forget what his was. And you open up, like, it could be anything from like a pill bottle, like electrical taped up, to like a freaking toolbox, to like a plastic tobacco container, to like a pouch, stuff like that, like a backpack full of goodies. And there was like a piece of paper with a pencil and name. You filled in the date you found it, your name, and that. And you go on the website, be like, "Hey, I found this item at this location." And what that did too was show the person that made that geocache, like, okay, my item still exists, it's still there. Or it'd be like, "Hey, we found your item, but it was damaged, and we fixed it up for you." Or, "Hey, it could be fixed." Or, "Yo, like your paper's all filled up," and then that person knows that there's something wrong with it. They'll go fix it. And also, when you found the geocache, if you took something out of it, you had to replace it with an item that was not dangerous, not rude, and friendly. And this will get to the point of me that kind of took it away from geocaching for me. But this is a handful of stuff I found throughout the years. Like there's this. There's like a little snap-on bracelet. A little dinky Matchbox car I found. A keychain that says "I love New York" with the A on it. A package of dart tips for playing darts. But this is my I don't have it with me. It was like a little pin of like a sailboat and a package of dice. But this is my favorite geocache farm. It says Geobugs, which I'll get to here in a minute. This is a Lego Kingdoms keychain of the king. This is really cool. I love this. This is my favorite geocache find of all times. I'm probably gonna be playing this here right now when I talk about this. Geocoins, geobugs were items you found that have traveled everywhere throughout the world. I remember finding one that was a freaking transformer. Like a freaking transformer. Like one of those toys you buy in the store. Is an actual size transformer. And that became a geocoin. And the other one was like a coin of some sort. Or it could be like a printed off piece of paper. There'd be clues on it. There'd be stuff on like, "I'll wish to visit the zoo," or "I'd love to go to the States," or like, "I'd love to visit the Statue of Liberty," or "I'd love to go like to Halifax," stuff like that, like the shopping center. And if you found the geocoin, if you took it, you had to take it to a new destination, log in on the website that was there, so the person that has the geocoin know that, hey, this geocoin's missing, and this is the last person that had it, so they keep track of where it is. My uncle Tammy and James, they geocached like crazy when they lived out west. When they came one year and visited us, I actually gave them the transformer, the geocoin. They took it out west with them. That was cool because that's what the purpose of the geocoin geobugs were, to travel throughout the world. So that was neat. My dad started geocaching with me when I was younger. When I did this, and my code name was Zigzag, and his was Logan Sackett because he always read and reading more books. He loves them. My good friend Chris Gocher, he geocached for a little bit. He got excited with it. I forget what his code name was. Either the Four Aces or Wacky or Tacky or something like that. I can't remember. It was funny. I know that. Man, some of the geocaches were cool. There was one where we found where it's in a walking trail and you actually find a Volkswagen buggy in the woods. And the clue was that one took us a while to figure out. That was cool. It actually took my mom, me, my dad, and my bro Chris. It took 4 of us to figure this out. And we went there for weeks upon weeks for trying to figure this out. Because the clue was Phillips Volkswagen buggy. That was the words you unscrambled. So, and my dad was, remember, he actually figured it out. The gear shift handle lever, somebody replaced the tip of it with a Phillips screwdriver. And when you open up, when you unscrew the cover of it, everything fell out. That was a neat one. I remember one, I found one that was up in a tree tied to a rope, and you actually had to pull it down. It was like a tobacco container full of goodies and stuff. And I remember one that me and my dad went up there, and there's guy. He actually was doing the geocaching. He actually had his out in the front of his lawn, edge of his driveway, and it was up in a tree, and you pulled it down with a rope, and it was an actual freaking toolbox. No, not toolbox. Kind of one of those ammo crates that you open up, has full of like ammo inside, like the army we used to lose. And he would just sit down on his porch, the old guy. He would just love seeing how many fellow geocachers found that, and it just a smile on his face made it worth it. There was one at a community center we went to. That was a tricky one too. And the clue was, I'm stuck between 2 rocks, and we could not figure it out. And then I found it. There was actually 2 rocks with a crack in the middle, and there was a stick branch stuck in the middle. You pulled it out, and in a knot in the wood was a small pill container with the notepad and all that. So that was cool. So you sign your name and all that on there, and if you took something like this stuff and you replaced it with something that was friendly related, and all that stuff. Some of the geocaches, man, I remember, like, we would look for them and look for them and look for them, but could never find it. But people will be on to be like, I found it. But then, like, if you wanted to, you could leave a clue on the website saying, hey, guys, this geocache so-and-so is actually at this location. I remember one, there was, actually, I'll get to that in a bit. There was a geocache guy. I'm actually going to get to it now, so I won't forget. And he would always make, like, put gift cards as a geocache. Anything from like a $20 Tim Hortons card to like a $100 freaking Walmart gift card, or like one to like Foodland or Sobeys, something like that, right? Or like a gas card. And you'll go on the geocache website and you start off with these coordinates and you go to this location. But that location will give you a different clue. I remember one that led me to 3 different locations to find the 3 different clues. And then the 4th location, or like the final location, will have the gift card. Well, what started ruining geocaching for me throughout the years was 3 things. One, stuff people, like when you found the geocache, would actually take like something like this and we'll replace it with like a cigarette or like a condom and a wrapper, stuff like that. Come on, people, right? Or people, when you go to the geocache would be destroyed. Like, you can see it on the ground, just destroyed. Someone purposely took it, smashed it, or took item that was inside of it. So people will stop, like, putting the geocaches there because people will purposely find them and ruining them. If one with the gift card was, people were, like, say if you went to, like, a location to figure out, decipher the next clue, people will purposely take that clue and take off with it. Because that way they'll prevent other people from trying to find the gift card. And people started doing that, which was rude. Or what happened would be like, people would find the gift card and they'd be like, well, geez, I traveled 45 minutes looking for a gift card and it was only a $25 home hardware gift card. To me, hell, $25 home hardware, that's pretty sweet. People would complain about the amount, how much the gift card was worth, or like, man, I wish it was to this certain place and that. You know, like, people being selfish and greedy and nothing better to do than complain. That really ruined it for me right there. And that person stopped doing it for a while because of all the negative feedback going on. Or like I said, like they'll get to this other location, take the clue away. And people go on the website, we decipher where the third location is, but there's no clue there. Because someone beat you to it and took it. But yeah, I also find like the geocache is destroyed. People like putting cigarettes in it, a condom, or like just items that should not be in a geocache, right? Because, you know, little kids would find stuff like this and that, and kids. And then like you open up like, Daddy, there's like a joint in here, like, you know, that kind of ruins it, right? Or people will find it, take everything, and just destroy it. Like one I remember finding was in the park, and you had to reach your hand and like in a stump, and you actually had to take a spade or a shovel and actually dig in the dirt, and you'll find like a metal container. Well, when I found it, you open it up, it was just destroyed. It's like nothing was in it. The paper was all ripped up, torn to shreds. And then somebody would leave a note laughing, like, ha ha ha, I did this. Enjoy it, suckers. Stuff like that. That kind of stuff ruins it, right? Or like, I'll find a geocache on it. People, not me, but people find a geocache on it, go on the website saying, like, there'll be somebody's name on it, saying, like, hey, if you want, like, a one-night stand or something like that, go to so-and-so's place. Like, that to me ruined it, right? That kind of stuff ruined the geocache for me. So I stopped doing it. But now me and my friend Chris Gocher were talking about doing it in the new year. And we're like, you know what? We should do this. I'm actually excited, pumped for this because I remember all the excitement of we were doing this back when we were younger. I don't know if many people geocache anymore because it's been quite a while since I've gone on the website and look at it. I don't even know if Zigzag even exists anymore. Or even what my password was, to actually tell you the truth. No, I know what my password was now. It probably won't work. Yeah, we're thinking about doing it next year in 2023. I think that'd be something cool. And he's got a family too, you know, like two young kids, so maybe he'll get them excited doing it as well, like walking into the trails in the woods or finding ones. I actually remember this geocache moment. There was one where I live at, and I forget the clue was guys can't enter, but women can. And I thought for sure that I was in the women's washroom because that was the clue. So I actually purposely sent my mom to the women's washroom to find the geocache, and I remember her coming out, her face beat red for being embarrassed because she actually went in the stalls, looked underneath the stalls, looked underneath the sink, and she'd be like, "There's no geocache in this women's washroom." And I remember her saying this other one came in thinking, "What in the heck are you doing having the toilet bowl cover lid open up there, lady?" And then my mom be like, "I'm geocaching for my son." She was so embarrassed, I laughed my head off. Then I come find out that's not where the geocache was, and it had to do something in the mall. I forget what it was, but it wasn't what I thought it was. Man, damn, my mom, oh, she was not happy with me there for the rest of that day. But that was a fun moment. I remember one me and my dad we found in the woods. It was an abandoned car, and the clue was if you spot the flame, you found me. And it was a sticker of a fireball. It's like stuck to the dash of the car. So you open up the dash and boom. In the glove compartment box of me, and bam, there's the container full of goodies. Like that kind of clues I liked. There was one man I could not find. It was on a walking trail, and he ended up going into the woods a little bit. And man, me, my dad, my mom, like we searched and searched and searched that whole area. And then kind of find out when you went online and you typed it in, like, hey, we can't find your geocache. The person actually wrote back and said, because someone took it. Because they actually went to where they were because they knew where it was and it was gone. So, like, that kind of stuff kind of ruined it. Because, you know, people out there were geocaching, like, they were, you know, rude and just ignorant people and ruined it for other people. Because they had nothing better to do in their lives. Yeah, so anyways, hoping that 2023, me and my friend Chris, we actually geocache. We get committed to it. Because I'm committed to it. Hope he gets committed to it. Because he starts getting committed to an idea like this, and after a while, he kind of loses interest in it. So hopefully this next year, he won't lose interest in this. He actually is committed to geocaching like me. Man, I remember like every item I found, I always traded the item for like hockey cards or like knickknacks I would buy in the store, like a badge that said like Art Rock or like hockey cards, or like I'll put in like those dice that goes to like a certain game there, and like I don't know, like Warcraft, that kind of dice, whatever you call it there, kind of dice. Or like I'll take like a package of pencils that have like a Scooby Doo or something on them, and I'll put them in the put a couple of the pencils in the container when I took away like this guy or something like that. Yep, still hanging out with this guy. Like him a lot. He's cool. He's my favorite geocache find ever. My dad's favorite geocache find was what did he? Oh, he's the one that found the Transformer geocoin. That was it. And he literally loved that because like it was cool, like seeing a Transformer toy be a geocoin. And man, the history on that geocoin, like that thing when you typed in the website, that thing was been anywhere from the States to there was some place in the States that has like a giant bull statue of a bull, and he was located there. He was on a ferry at one point, traveling to this location, and all that. Man, just like the history of where that stuff was, those were cool as well. Yeah, so I'm actually hoping that in the new year, me and my friend, we actually start this geocaching and we stay committed to it and all that. We actually do it. That'd be interesting. Yeah, so this video is just about talk about geocaching, the fun times and not so fun times of it. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.